Alrighty, welcome to this edition of our What's Up World Team Google Hangout here with Ashley Wagner, Adam Rippon, Evan Bates, and Madison Chock. So happy that you guys are taking a little of your time to join us on this What's Up World Team. Before we get to all the questions, and there are a lot, just why don't each of you tell us how training's been going, what you've been up to the last few weeks heading into Worlds in Boston. Ashley, let's start with you.
Training has been going really well. I had a little bit of a hard fall in between nationals and now, but I recovered really strongly. Everything is feeling great. Triples have been feeling good, and now it's mostly just about that repetition and kind of getting the run-throughs in so that I feel good under pressure.
Adam, how about you?
Everything's been going really well since nationals. I'm so grateful that my coach told me to pull out of 4 continents and stay home and train. I think it's been the best decision for me heading into Worlds. I was able to do a lot more work with Raphael, and I was able to do a lot more work with my trainer Dennis, who's watching this right now, and he knows when it ends. I have to go over and work with him. But everything's going really well. I'm really happy with where I am in my training, and I feel much better than I even did before nationals. So I'm excited for Boston.
Evan, how about you?
Well, we did go to Taipei, and I think it was a good decision for us because we skated a really strong free dance, probably the best free dance that we've had all season. And since 4 continents, training has been going exceptionally well. It feels like we're peaking at the right time, and we're really thankful for that because it has been a long and difficult year for us. But I think we're really excited for Boston. We're in a really good place, physically and mentally, and just excited to get there and to get the opportunity to compete in front of a home crowd.
Maddie, anything to add?
Nope, he said it all.
All right. Well, let's get to the questions. Like I said, we have a lot of them. If you're watching, you can ask a question using hashtag What's Up World Team. We'll try to get to it. I guess the first one is for Adam, and this probably is the most important question that we've gotten is what color will your hair be in Boston?
I think like what you're looking at right now is pretty much the color it'll be.
We went over the game plan today in the locker room today.
Yeah, because I got a haircut, but there's strategy behind it that I got it now so that this will grow a little bit, so 2 weeks to sprout some hair on the side, and then and then I'm good as gold. I'm ready to go.
Any other hair changes to report from any of you guys?
I mean, I dyed my hair brown. That's about it. I think our goal in life is to always look like we're brother
related,
and sister.
Yeah. But we don't go to the same person or even talk about it to each other. Sometimes we just go and get it done, and then we end up looking the same. So.
Because you think about
it. It's happening.
Yeah.
All right, this next question for all of you. You've all been to Boston. What are some things that you like to do, like to see, like to eat when you're visiting the city? Madison, let's start with you.
Well, honestly, I didn't get too much time to explore Boston when we were there last. It was a pretty big competition, and we were always at the rink, which was exciting. That's exactly where I wanted to be. But this time in Worlds, we finished a lot earlier, and so I think we'll have a lot more time to explore and go taste some local Boston food, which I'm excited about.
Evan?
Well, I've been to Boston before, not just for nationals a few years ago, but I've been out there to watch my dad run in the marathon, and so I have a lot of good memories from Boston. Lots to do, especially when the weather's nice, and I think it's a special city when you consider kind of American history and also, sports history. Skating in the Garden is pretty special. Lots to see and lots to do in Boston, and like Maddie said, we're done Thursday, so we have a 3-day weekend basically in Boston. Not too bad.
Adam, how about you?
I'm excited to go to Boston and compete again because the last time I competed there, it was like a mess. And I feel like I can go back and do it right this time. And so I'm excited for that. And I love Boston as a city. I think it's beautiful. It's fun. I'm really excited to go back and yeah, see you there.
Ashley, any good Boston tips?
I mean, I think my favorite thing to do in Boston is like go hang out with Marissa Castelli. Like that needs to be said.
Oh, absolutely.
That absolutely needs to be said. Other than that, I think we all kind of have the same story. I really haven't spent much time in Boston, so I didn't really get to see a lot of the city last time, and I'm just really excited to go into Boston and kind of paint a different picture and have better, happier memories there than my last experience. I think that, I mean, even though something really incredible came out of it, it was still a horrifying experience for me. So
I think for us both, when we were, we did a media day at the TD Garden the day after Nationals, and one of the journalists who writes for Ice Network, Sarah Brennan, she took me and she took Ashley on a lap, and she said, "We're gonna get all the bad juju out of the arena."
So we got our like good juju lap in, and
yeah.
I think that we're ready to just go in with a fresh mindset and
good juju.
Yeah, good juju.
This next question comes from Twitter, and it's for Maddie and Evan. Is there anything special that you guys usually say to one another before you take the ice?
Not like one thing specifically. We just like make sure that we're connected, and we just look at each other and like we get on the same page and on the same emotional wavelength. And I think that's really important. There's not something specific we say verbally, but I think it is something specific that we do.
All right. This next one we'll ask to Adam and Ashley. Is there anything special that you treat yourself to after a competition?
Do you want to go first?
I don't know. I think that after competition, you know, we're usually so stressed out, and there's you guys stop laughing. I think that we're usually so overwhelmed and stressed out with competition, and so the first thing that I really like to just go get like a good cheeseburger and a good shake. That's like the ultimate, like, you did a great job, you deserve this. That's kind of what I do for
myself. There have been times like at competitions where like at like the end of the competition, I'll always hear Ashley, she'll be like, I need red meat. And I just like, it really like warms my heart that she's just like a good like 80% lean, 20% fat. It's like red meat. I know I like to like, I always bribe myself if there's like something I want to like buy or something.
He buys it before he competes.
Yeah, but I tell myself I'm gonna buy it after, but then I always buy it before, and so I punish myself by having to do well.
These are all, I really deserve this, I'm gonna do it.
No, one is like, I felt sorry. But yeah, I punish myself by like getting something.
So you have to make up.
So that I'm like, I have to skate well, because I feel like I put pressure on myself to earn what I want. I'm like, what if it doesn't happen? I'm like, no, I have to. Now I have to punish myself.
So like, it's really unhealthy what we do. Like me, like
red
meat, and like guilty purchases.
Okay. Well, I bet some people found that interesting. We'll ask this one to all of you guys. What are 3 words that you would use to describe yourself? Maddie, let's start with you.
Oh my God. Super.
There it is. 3 words.
Oh, I don't know. Like,
oh my God.
Oh my God. No, I don't know. I guess maybe silly, jittery. I like to move a lot, so like I'm always like doing like some sort of movement. And I don't know. Mm, outgoing? I don't know. Guys, it's a tough
Hey,
one.
you were up first. You were kind of on the spot there. Evan, how about you? Had a couple minutes to think about it.
No, I haven't, but I think I should say 3 words about Maddie, and then she should do it for me, and then Adam should do it for Ashley.
Oh yeah, let's do
Is that,
that.
how do you do it for
All
yourself?
right, all right. Let's.
For
Sounds
yourself,
good. Let's do that.
don't reflect upon myself that much. So am I going first
Yeah.
again? Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, Evan. Many words. He is very thoughtful. He
Wow.
is very funny.
Wow.
And
Nice.
yeah, and he's very strong because he lifts me all day, every day.
All right, Evan, your turn.
That's good. Okay, Madison. Very artistic. I mean, artistic. Just 1 word. Slash creative. Also, same word. Artistic and creative. Um, she is. 1 word is like difficult. Like she's a joy to be around. How do you say that in 1 word? She's magnetic
Ooh.
and
Thanks, guys.
stylish. Man, fashionable.
Thank you.
All right, that was a couple. That was a couple more than 3, but
There was a slash, so it was kind
There's
of
a
like
lot
a.
of slashes in between. So
Yeah, they're
it's
like
a
Yeah.
fun sentence.
3 feet.
That was like they were all hyphenated, sort of.
Yeah.
It was 1 word.
It was 1 word. That's a long word.
all right, Adam, you're up next.
Um, I would say Ashley's very stylish too. Um, I would say Ashley's very kind-hearted, and she always comes from a good place.
I do.
You do,
I do.
but she's also hard-headed, and I think like that also comes from a good place. And I think it's why she's like so successful, and she's very determined. And I think her hard-headedness is like one of the qualities that I like look up to, because she's very like she knows what she wants and she goes after it.
And I think that rubs people the wrong way sometimes, and that's okay. But like,
But it's always from a
we've
good
talked about
place.
this.
Yeah, it's always from a good place.
Yeah. Okay. Adam, I think, is definitely one of the most genuine people that I know. Everything that he says, everything that he does is true to his heart. It's what he wants. He had purple hair because he wanted purple hair, not for any other reason than that. He is one of the quickest people that I know. You can say something to him and like blah, 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 blah. He'll have a response, something 10 times wittier than anything I could ever think of.
Oh my
And you
god,
can't
that is
keep up with him. Like, literally, when I hang around him, I feel like I'm automatically a little bit funnier because he like keeps you on your toes. And then beyond that, he will always put everybody else before himself. So for me, he always makes sure that I'm doing okay before he thinks about what he needs, and he always makes sure that I'm comfortable before he does what he needs to make himself comfortable. So I think that that's one of the things that's why we've like stuck around each other for so long, because like I need that.
And I need that.
This next question is sort of on the same level, which is when your bio is written in figure skating history books, what's the main thing that you want to be remembered for? We'll start with Ashley and we'll go the other way this time.
I think for me, because my career has had so many ups and downs, and there have been moments where I haven't looked so amazing and moments where I felt like I've come off pretty well. I think that I want people to just remember that I was determined and that I was the person that no matter what you threw my way, I was still pushing ahead, and I never gave up. I want people to remember me as that person who's vivacious and just always puts up a fight and will always keep on pushing until I'm ready to be done.
I think for me, I want people to look at my career and see that I persevered, and basically the same. That I wasn't always the best, always wasn't on top, and had a lot of highs and a lot of lows. But I think because I genuinely really love what I do, that I never gave up on myself, and that's what I want people to come away and when they look at my career, that I never gave up, always persevered, and I always went after my own personal goals.
And then he's just like devastatingly beautiful.
You too.
Thanks.
And then how about you?
Well, I don't know. That's I feel like for Maddie and me, there's still a lot left to say with our story, or a lot that has yet to be written, and we're not really sure how much longer we'll compete for, but we do plan on skating, beyond just 2 years from now, whether that just be performing in shows or whatever opportunities we have. So I feel like for us, there's still a lot of discovery to be made, and the future is so unpredictable that it's hard to say really like what I hope that the record books would say, other than they love skating and that they showed it when they were on the ice and were able to make people feel good when people watch them.
Anything to add?
No, I agree. I think it'd be nice to be remembered for how we make people feel when we skate, more so than anything, and I hope that people always enjoy that, and we can bring like happiness to people that watch us skate, and that we are happy skating. And the more positive energy there is in the world, the better.
Next question. Obviously, the Summer Olympic Games coming up here in a few months. So, if you weren't on the ice and you had to, say, be an Olympian in a sport, a summer sport, what would you want to give a try?
Okay, is this realistic? Because I would definitely need like a foot more height to do what I want to do in the Summer Olympics.
You were just swimming. You just had your goggles on.
Oh, I did, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what I want to do. I wish they had a volleyball on here and a bikini. I would put those on. That's more what I'm thinking.
I think for me, I would run. I'd be a sprinter. I had a pretty successful track career in 4th grade. So that was definitely like that was my peak, and I know that it's just all downhill from there. So yeah, I'd probably be sprinting.
Adam, how about you?
I don't know. Like, I would love to be a sprinter or a swimmer. I mean, there are so many options available when like you're just thinking hypothetically. I don't know.
I could see you being like one of those equestrian guys, because like you have to look for it.
For equestrian.
Like, like I can see you.
Dressage.
It's like so bougie.
Yeah, just like the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that equestrian.
Evan, how about you?
I would have to say probably single boat kayaking. Actually, like all 4 of us have like tremendous experience in whitewater rafting in rivers.
Yes,
it wouldn't be like the first time.
Yes, we do.
And,
we are good at rapids.
We're really good at stepping into rapids, and just.
Not falling.
I think that it would be exhilarating.
And survive.
Maddie Chock for sure. If she had 9 lives, she has 8 now because I watched her die before my very eyes. I was like, okay, that's it. That's it. I didn't dive in after her. I stood where I was, but like I was.
Yeah.
You weren't standing. You were crouched on a rock.
We would use inner tubes instead of kayaks.
Well, that's a fun sport. Well, I guess the last question here, and this one just came in on Twitter, and it's sort of a fun one, and also very random. If you could be a type of cheese, what type would you be?
Brie.
Oh, that's a brie. I would be sharp cheddar.
I think I would be blue cheese because I'm not for everybody. But, but if you like me, you really like me, and if you don't, you really don't.
I don't even know any more types of cheese.
Oh my God.
Gouda.
I don't like blue cheese.
Gouda.
I would definitely be brie. I don't know why.
Who
I
asked
just,
that question?
that were the cheese. That if I were cheese, that's what I would be.
Well, hey guys, I think that's a good one to end on. I want to thank all of you for joining us and all of you at home for tagging along and watching this What's Up World Team. We'll have another one tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern. And remember, tune in to Ice Network and NBC at the end of March to watch the 2016 World Figure Skating Championships from Boston. Thanks again, and we'll see you.
No. Vote for us.
Oh, vote for us in the World Challenge
Team
Cup.
Challenge Cup, please.
Yes, and Team Challenge Cup voting is live on teamchallengecup.com/captain's pick. So be sure to head over there and cast your vote. Thanks again, guys, for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you all in Boston.
Bye, guys. Thank you.